think that it was one of those movies I was like trying to the whole time to like figure out who people were. So I feel like if I like watched it again, I'd have a lot more to like. I don't know. I feel like I feel like if I watched it again, like I would have a different takeaway from it. Like just because it's like one of those movies that like I think that when I go back and watch it again, it will have a different meaning or a deeper meaning. But it's so interesting because
it was definitely a lot.
I don't think like they didn't portray everything. I think like great, but I think that they did. Overall, the message of the story was really positive, and I do like it a lot. I just think that usually what ends up happening, I mean, I don't think this is what usually ends up happening, is he becomes, like, does all that stuff, and he is bad. So it's just, like, hard, because, like, I don't know. It's tough. It's a... I don't know. It's a good movie, though.
It really was. I mean, like, it was just
it was a thinker.
It was
a thinker. It was a real thinker. I don't know. I feel like I just like I feel like I just did homework for school.
Right. I think I reacted more with my face than I did my voice.
That was a stacked cast, and that was a very well done movie. I'm actually surprised I haven't heard more about that movie before, because I've never.
Because we don't like him. That's why.
No, but even like with work, like at work and stuff, like usually like. They would. I just can't believe I have never heard of this movie.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either.
And I really thought it was a comedy. Man, I think that's also.
I did too, especially with a title like The Accountant.
Yeah, I made it sound like it was. What's the movie with Jonah Hill? And I think it's Channing Tatum, maybe. And it's
what, the 21 Jump Street?
No, not 21 Jump Street.
22?
I don't know. They go. It's called like it's like The Accountant. It's like The something, and it's a comedy. And I think it came out around the same time. And I think that I was thinking that's what we were gonna get. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think I might. Let's see. I think all of the characters. I don't know. I do think I liked, at the end, I liked Ben Affleck in the movie. I see what, I think that he did do a good job. In the beginning, I didn't like him, but I think I was just letting my personal bias get away.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's like the guy earlier with the forgettable face.
Yeah, I was like, there's just some people I'm like, oh, like, I just don't super love them, but I really think that I like the way that they framed this movie, and I think that I don't know. I really like the way they framed this movie. I think that people can do bad things, make bad choices, or do bad, like, you know, objectively bad things, but still be good people. And I think that that's what this movie was trying to show.
Like, do it for the better type thing.
Yeah, like, they might do things that are not right, but ultimately they're doing more good than bad in this world. Yeah. So I think that, like, that's why. And, like, honestly, like, I'm glad he got away, and I'm glad they did not rat on him. I'm glad he's just gonna keep doing his thing. Because, like, think of how many people he helps.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't mean you should be doing it too.
I'm not like, saying he's going around killing people, but like I think there are better ways to channel one's aggression. But I think that he is like the laundering the money like in his own business. Like he's very smart about that, and he's not using it for himself. Like that's I don't know. Given his childhood, I would not have expected that he turned out like that. So that was a pleasant surprise, even though he is a murderer.
I just feel like you go and you kill people for a woman, you wouldn't just leave her. But I guess it's for her, like, safety, right? Yeah, because he wanted his brother to be safe, so he left her to be safe, too.
I don't really think that he killed anyone for her. I think that he...
Well, no, it's like they were trying to get rid of her, so...
Yeah, I think he liked her. And I think it's really interesting how it's like we can go around our lives and meet people, like random people in our lives, and just really connect with them. They had maybe like 2 or 3 interactions before she became the target, and he decided to save her. Right? So like they hardly had any interaction with each other.
That's so cute and sweet.
I know, it's so cute and sweet. But you think about that in like real life too, like that happens. Like you'll meet someone and you'll have like a couple interactions. I mean, I'll be like, oh my god, I love him so much. Like that's so interesting.
I have a lot of those. I wake up the next morning not even knowing who these people are in my phone.
I wasn't quite talking about that. Yes.
Well, I don't mean like that. I meant, oh my god, you're so pretty. Hey, let's go shopping. Who the hell is that? Well, yeah, no.
That's so funny. Yeah, that was a good one, and not at all what I was expecting.
Not at all.
Are there any more movies like this? Like
probably. There's probably one called The Mailman, and he goes on a rampage like this too.
And was this action?
Yes. So, well, I mean, I don't know. I think it was like suspense, action, maybe like action last, like maybe suspense mostly. I don't know. It was.
I'm definitely gonna watch it again. Because I really, I thought that it was very clever, and I don't think I picked up on everything. Because it's very, very clever. I don't know. Oh, the producers would like to thank Education Spectrum and Marcus Autism Center, and I wonder if they helped out with that. That's cool.
That is cool.
That residential center, though, is the most beautiful place ever, and the kids that I worked at a similar place to that, and that's not what it looked like at all. So he is helping a lot of people by funding a place like that.
Yeah,
I think that maybe like it could be based on bits and pieces of a lot of people. So like,
maybe.
Like I feel like the Christian character could easily.
I'm gonna have to look into this movie a lot.
Yeah, I actually want to do. This is really interesting. I think it's very interesting too what he said at the end about how maybe we're just not testing children with autism, like their intelligence and the appropriate way, because I've noticed that a lot, and I'm actually learning about like different psychiatric tests and stuff and how to administer them, and it's a lot of them like they're not done very fair. There's a lot of like bias in them, like whether that be cultural or like, you know, just like if like speaking and stuff like that. So
yeah, this definitely was an interesting one.
You guys, wait, who was it? Jeffrey Tambor?
We like. I didn't see him very much.
I want to see more with J.K. Simmons in it. I really like him. He is one of my, actually, I think he's one of my favorite, like, older actors. And Lamar, the one who played Lamar, John Lithgow. I need to see if he was in Harry Potter, because I'm 90.
No, I don't think he was in Harry Potter.
I really think he was.
He plays in a lot of funny movies, though. I think he was in, some stepdad movie with John Cena in it, and well, no, he didn't come until the end, but it was like Mark Wahlberg, I think.
Oh yes, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm still in the zone over here.
Do you have anything else to say?
No. Thank you guys for joining us and watching this with us. This was interesting. Ooh. Side story real quick, though. This has nothing to do with anything, but when her name in here, her name's Rita, her character. When she was shot and you went, "Oh, Rita," it actually reminded me of this one time I was working at a haunted attraction, and I popped out of the thing, you know, and I was in the tunnels, and they were walking by, and there was this woman there, and she was accompanied with two other people, and she just kept staring at me on the way. And then,
oh my god!
And then she smacked her.
Oh no!
And all you heard was her friend go, "Oh, Rita!" And that's what it reminded me of.
That's so funny.
I thought of that so many times.
Oh, Rita.
I think about Rita all the time.
I wonder how her head is.
I don't know if Rita will ever subscribe on Patreon, but if you do, that was me.
Yes. At the haunted attraction, if your name is Rita and you ran into a wall looking at toy, please subscribe. And please comment below. We need to find you. We need to find Rita. We're doing an internet search.
I've been thinking about Rita ever since that happened. And then when you just said it, it was like,
That's
it just reminded me. I tried not to laugh during that moment because it was a very serious moment.